As we all know, from now, Mortal Kombat 11 slash MK11 Aftermath slash MK11 Ultimate has been the biggest roster for Mortal Kombat games. It has the most characters, rising from real characters all the way to DLC characters. Now, in today's video, there are 37 characters in Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate at the moment of filming this video. Well, in today's video, Ed Boon, the creator of Mortal Kombat, said when this game is finished, there'll be 58 characters. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the other 21 characters I want to see make it into MK11 Ultimate or just Mortal Kombat 11 before the game leaves. These would all be like side characters by themselves or in DLC packs. As we know, Pack 3 is coming up. And at the end, I'm going to pick 6 characters, so there's 10 real characters and 11 special characters. And I'm going to pick 6 characters, 3 special, 3 real characters who I want to see in the next DLC pack. So let's jump straight into this video. Long video. I just want to let you know this video is going to be first. Then the next video is going to be, I'm going to do a Smash Bros. Video, if you guys know what Smash Bros. Is. I'll talk more about it in that video, of who I think the last 3 fighters are going to be in for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Then after that video, I'm going to be making a video where I get to create Mortal Kombat 12. I'll just be talking about what I would do if I got a chance to create one Mortal Kombat game, which we're just going to say is MK12, because that's the next game. Then after that will be if I could create one Smash Bros. Game, because Smash Bros. Is a very fun series, which we'll talk more about. Then somewhere in between those will be MK11 Ultimate Melina gameplay and a new plush video. So yeah, let's jump straight into this video with, let's jump straight into this video with the first Mortal Kombat character. Stop it! From the old Mortal Kombat games, but specifically Mortal Kombat X. So, Serena's not much of a character. I had to fill in with some girl characters. Serena's not much of a character I want to see. I mean, some older fans will probably enjoy seeing her come back to a Mortal Kombat game, and they need to fill in the spots with some girl characters. Also, I forgot to say, honorable mentions are Harley Quinn from DC, Pennywise, you know it. 1 second, I'm just going to turn on this light. There we go. Anyways, Pennywise from It, and I feel like a really cool one would be Rick and Morty. I don't know why, but those 3 are the honorable mentions for this video. But anyways, as we shall continue, Serena would be whatever in my opinion. I know some older fans would love her. 1 sec. Kombat 11. I don't know any of her weapons or anything about her because I'm a new gen Mortal Kombat person, but I do know some of the older stuff. But honestly, I wouldn't really care. Let's get on to number 11 for the special characters. So, I've never been an anime fan. I only know some animes. The only one I've ever watched, though, is Naruto. And honestly, I really like Naruto. I feel like they could tone him up a lot and make him into a Mortal Kombat character. I don't really know if Mortal Kombat would do anything for Naruto, but I know it'd be really cool to see Naruto in Mortal Kombat 11. But he's at the very bottom here because there's some other people I'd much rather see, but I feel like he'd be a cool invite, especially because they could give special skins like they always do with like Spawn and stuff, of like who like maybe like Scarlet or Katana as Sakura from the Naruto show, which is the girl who likes or who marries Naruto. I don't know the story that much, but yeah, so that'd be pretty cool to see. Also, Sasuke, one of the ones who I can kind of imagine seeing more into this game, but Naruto's the big aspect of the show, so I mean, it makes sense why they'd choose Naruto, not Sasuke, but yeah, Naruto comes in at number 11. Let's get on to number 9 for the real characters. Is Striker, aka Revenant Striker from Mortal Kombat X. Now, I think we were all kind of a little surprised when Striker turned out to be a Revenant from Mortal Kombat X. I don't think anybody really called that happening. I mean, yeah, he did die in MK9, so it kind of makes sense because all the characters who were Revenants kind of were the characters who all died from Sindel and MK9 or other characters. But I mean, Striker was an overall decent character in MK9. I don't think he was bad, and I think it'd be really cool to get this new Revenant attire of him. But once again, there's so many other Mortal Kombat people I'd rather see than Striker, so that's why he is not going to be up here on the list. But definitely a very honorable one to mention. And let's get on to number 10 for special characters. The DC characters being added to Mortal Kombat, but I feel like if they are going to add more, and one of them is not going to be Batman. Otherwise, Deathstroke makes sense because he, he's Deathstroke. He's more of a killer. But I wouldn't mind to see Batman in Mortal Kombat 11, especially because Ed Boon already owns the rights to Injustice, so it'd be super easy to add him into MK11 as DLC. Once again, not somebody I want to see like 10 million percent. I think I'd rather see Deathstroke, but it'd be very cool to see Batman, and we already have that Batman cameo with the Joker's friendship, which is very nice, but not much to say. I feel like Batman could have some very cool attires. I don't think they'd do more DC skin packs for characters because they already did some when they released Joker. But, I mean, hey, they could do more if they really wanted to, like, let me think. Who else could they do? They could do, like, Geras as Bane or somebody as Wonder Woman, I could see, but not very much. But, yeah, this was number 10, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so let's get on to number 8 for the Mortal Kombat characters. New Combat Kid from Mortal Kombat X, Takeda, a part of Scorpion's clan, the Shirai Ryu. And I'm very sad that they kept out my two favorite Combat Kids, Takeda and Kung Jin in MK11, but they added Jackie and Sonya. Also, I'd like to say Kung Jin as a honorable mention for this game. But Takeda is overall my favorite Combat Kid. Also, I want to say there's two characters on here who've already been DLCs. I know Ed Boon said he's just not going to do them, but he did do Rain, so I mean, anything can happen. But anyways, Takeda is definitely the best combat kid in my opinion. I love how his moves are very close to Scorpion. I love his backstory. I love his character too. Just like how his character looks is amazing. And I definitely think he should have been added into MK11 under the official roster. I feel kind of bad adding him as a DLC, but it would be cool to see him and see what new stuff he'd bring to the table. So let's get on to number 9 for special characters. See, we have Deathstroke. Now, the only reason why he's mainly on here is because I think he is 100% going to be or 90%. No, I'm going to give him like an 85% that I think he's going to be the special character in Combat Pack 3. And it's kind of sad because NetherRealm already owns Injustice, so it's that easy. They're not really going out to get a new character. But hey, we don't know. Combat Pack 3 isn't out yet. So, yeah, I feel like Deathstroke would be a little bit better than Batman because it kind of fits his role better. He'd be really cool. I could see a lot of cool skins of him, like as the human version and Deathstroke version. Like, they could even do the classic Deathstroke version, like from MK versus DC, which would be cool, even though the new one's way cooler. But, yeah, not much to say on Deathstroke. He's cool or whatever, but let's get on to number 7 for the MK characters. People want him back in Combat Pack 3 is Havok. Now, as much as I said I'm a new boy Mortal Kombat player, I did get to try Havok from Mortal Kombat Trilogy, and I will admit his movesets aren't bad. I feel like he'd look really cool in the newer game, and I feel like he's always there on the table. He's never really off to not be in the game. But he's like a half and half. I wouldn't mind him, but I wouldn't really like mind if he wasn't in it, but I would play as him if he was, and I think he'd be a really cool character. He would look super sick in like the new graphics we have nowadays compared to what they had back then. I think he would just look super cool in Mortal Kombat 11 as a DLC before this game shuts it down. Well, it's not going to shut down, just MK12 will come out and nobody will care. I'm just kidding. A lot of people still will care. But yeah, Havok would be very cool to see in MK11 or MK11 Ultimate technically. But yeah, let's move on to we have Michael Myers from the Halloween movies, and it's been leaked that Michael Myers will come into Mortal Kombat for the longest time. And recently, Combat Pack 3, as we talked about in an older video, had leaks of Michael Myers being in it, but I guess they changed their mind now. It would still be cool to see him show up in it, and definitely I would play as him. I feel like he'd be kind of a slower character, though, but I could definitely see a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool costumes for real MK characters, and I feel like it'd be cool to kind of put up like Michael Myers versus the Terminator versus RoboCop, or even heck, we got Rambo now. So I feel like those would be some amazing battles to see. I kind of wish they would have added him back in MKX so we could have got like Michael versus Jason and Michael versus Freddy. But I don't mind that much. I still want to see Michael Myers enter the Mortal Kombat universe soon. I think they might hold him off till MK12 as a DLC, but I won't really mind. So yeah, let's get on to number 6, I think, for the MK characters. His character, which would be Kenshi from Mortal Kombat X, and he was a DLC in Mortal Kombat 9. So he is the first reused character because I'm very surprised after him being in MK9 and X, he didn't show up in MK11 on the main roster. I think Kenshi is one of the coolest characters. I love his sword spinning fatality from MKX, and I would honestly love to see him be DLC. Even though I really wish Ed Boon didn't ruin his rule that he said he wasn't going to do more than that character couldn't be DLC twice. But then Rain happened, even though I love Rain and I'm happy they brought him back. But still, he should have just been on the main roster, in my opinion. But hey, since he was from MK9, we could also see Kenshi returning from MK9, which would be very sick. Kenshi is definitely one of my favorite characters. He for a martial artist, he's not bad. His moves weren't that bad either. So yeah, Kenshi for number 6, and let's move on to... We have a Jonesy from Fortnite. Now, I think they shouldn't do Jonesy from Fortnite. It would be cool, kind of like in Smash, where they did the hero, and it was a part of a game series that had different heroes, and they just did multiple. It'd be cool if they just did, like, Fortnite, and then you could get different skins. Now, Fortnite would have to be super toned up. That's why it's kind of further back, because I kind of don't see them toning it up this high. But I do think it'd be kind of cool, and because I really want a Scorpion and Sub-Zero skin in Fortnite. So I think it's a very non-likely chance, but then again, we can get some really cool skins, like, for example, we could get, like, Jackie or Cassie, because they cosplay in MKX as Scorpion and Sub. We can get one of them cosplaying as, like, Cuddle Bear Team Leader, and so on and so forth. I just think that there could be so many cool skins that this could add into Fortnite and into Mortal Kombat 11. So we get technically just Fortnite as a whole for number 7. Let's move on to number 5 for MK characters. Reptile for Mortal Kombat X. Now, yes, we did see him in the crypt in this game, and he does die, but technically the crypt isn't canon. And once again, Melina was dead, but they still brought her back because fans wanted her. But Chronica in the storyline does bring her back, so Chronica could also bring Reptile back to life. And yeah, I could see it being very cool. You know, we already have so much Reptile-based stuff, and he's already been leaked for Combat Pack 3. Reptile's always been very cool. One of the ninjas. Definitely not as cool as Scorpion and Sub. Haha, Sub. Cool. But definitely a very nice one. And actually one of my overall pretty favorites. I want to say is like in my top 15, but maybe top 20, which is very nice. But yeah, we got Reptile for number 5. Let's move on to number 6 for special characters. Really like Seth Roth. He's my favorite character to play in Smash Bros, which they just added him as the newest DLC at the moment of recording this. But I think he could be a very cool installation for Mortal Kombat. He's like, besides Cloud, he's the only Final Fantasy character I know, and I actually like them overall decently both. I could see a skin of like somebody as Cloud, like maybe Johnny Cage or something. I don't know why I thought of Johnny Cage, but maybe he's cosplaying like his daughter, but so then you could have them both cosplaying as different Final Fantasy characters. That'd be a cool little duo, like Cloud and some girl. Once again, I don't play Final Fantasy. But I think Sephiroth is one of the coolest characters and actually makes me want to play Final Fantasy, which is good. Good marketing. So, yeah, Sephiroth is a very cool character. Not much to say, but I bring him in at number 6. Let's get on to number 4 for MK characters. Mortal Kombat characters, before we get to top 3, just barely missing it, is Ermac. Now, Ermac's new design, I don't know if this is the full new design or if this is just a little portion of it, is very sick, and I don't know why NetherRealm would give him a new design, unless Ed Boon's just trolling us, and why he's not in the game. I really see him being in, like, one of the last combat packs for the game, because I feel like not much people want hype for Ermac to come back, but I think Ermac is, once again, one of the coolest ninjas in the franchise. Probably even, in my opinion, better than Reptile. So I think he's just trolling, but he could actually be adding Ermac to MK11 Ultimate, which would be nice. So yeah, once again, very short about Ermac, but let's move on to number 5 for special characters. Is Ink Demon Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, Bendy and the Ink Machine was a very popular game when it first came out, which is why Mortal Kombat could collab with it. And I feel like Ink Demon is just so intense that he could fit into this kind of style of game. And I feel like it'd be so cool to have, like, somebody as Boris and somebody as Alice Angel as well. I feel like it'd be very cool to see that. So, yeah, once again, not very much, but it would be very sick. He would have so many different and cool moves in Mortal Kombat that would just make it super sick. And he could really be a friendly character or a horror character. So, yeah, like, he could be scary, he couldn't. So, it's pretty cool. And, yeah, that's why he comes in here at number 5. Let's get on to the final, the number 3rd spot for MK characters. Oh, wait, no, he comes in for number 4. Right? One sec. To number 3 on the MK characters. Pretty much, I think Kintaro is probably one of my favorite versions of Goro. It probably goes Goro, Kintaro, then Shiva last. And I think Kintaro is very cool. And I feel like it'd be very cool to add him back into the MK games. Because he hasn't been in one for a couple years. Because MK9 came out, like, how many years ago? It came out a lot of years ago. Like, 7 or 8, which is crazy. But the reason why I don't think they'll add him into MK11 is because they already have Shiva, and I don't think they're trying to add too many, like, those four-armed characters in one game. So I could see him being held off till MK12, but I would like to see another, sorry guys, I'd like to see another appearance from Kintaro in the Mortal Kombat franchise. So he barely made it to the top 3, but he misses the top 2. Let's move on to number 4 in the special. Number 4 and the second rerun character, and here is Kratos from God of War. Well, we've recently seen Kratos from God of War been added into Fortnite, as we saw part of the Gaming Legends series. But I think that new Kratos would be really cool in Mortal Kombat, and old Kratos was in MK9, but only for PlayStation users. I feel like they should bring him back as an all-user character, because I remember only getting to try him once back in MK9 because we had an Xbox 360, but I still get to try him once, and he was very fun, and I feel like he could be cooler as this version of Kratos, and I feel like they should add him to every console, not just PlayStation. Even if you want to just give him a bonus attire for PlayStation only, I don't mind. I just want to see him come back to the game. So he makes it into number 4. Sorry about that. And let's move on to number 2 on the MK series. Added as a character sheet. Sorry about that. Jesus Christ. She looks so fun as when you fight her as Liu Kang. And I would love to play as her in Mortal Kombat. I feel like she won't get added in this game. She'll probably get added as an unlockable character after beating story mode in MK12, most likely, or a DLC in MK12. I don't really see her being added in this game. But I'm very sad that she wasn't unlockable after beating this game, and I really want Chronica. She just looks so fun to play. But that's mostly just why she makes it here into number 2 for MK characters. Let's move on to the top 3 for special characters. Is Deadpool, the man of the hour. Deadpool is definitely probably one of the only Marvel characters that could fit into a game like this. And honestly, I'd rather have Deadpool way more than Deathstroke. Deadpool's way more iconic. One sec. Iconic character in my opinion, and I feel like his style would fit better. And I feel like there'd be so many cool Marvel crossover skins. Like we can get Jackie cosplaying as Spider-Gwen from the Spider series. No, from the Spider-Verse. We can get like unless you wanted to go X-Men style, we can get like oh my gosh, Baraka as Wolverine. That would be so sick. I just thought of that because of the claws. That would be amazing. And some other ones like, who's a big guy? Like, I don't know. I can't think of them. Oh, yeah, probably Gearus as, like, Colossus. That'd be very sick to see. So, yeah, that's why Deadpool makes it to the top 3. Let's move on to the number 1 and the most person I want to see. Which is obviously other Mortal Kombat videos I've done about the Combat Pack 3. I want Smoke so bad. He is the most wanted character I want in this game. And I hope they add him into DLC as this game, and I hope they add him in MK12 as a main roster character. That'd just be super sick. With Noob Saibot too. Don't take out Noob Saibot. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was obvious. Not much to say because I've already talked about him so much. But let's move on to... Stop it! Let's move on to, I guess, number 2 and 1 for special characters. Fighter character, but Ryu is my favorite. And I feel like he'd just be super cool to add into MK11. They could also give him a skin of Ken because they're pretty much the same person. And yeah, there's a lot about Ryu that's just amazing. He's my favorite Street Fighter character. I'd love to see, like, what's her name? This girl, I'm sorry, I forgot her name. I'll probably remember it in a second. Cosplay from, as Katana, or Katana as, I don't remember, but anyways, yeah, that's why I'd love to see Ryu. I feel like his powers would be amazing. I would love to see how his Fatal Blow and Fatalities would be, even though he'd have to be toned up a lot because he's not really a murderer, per se, but yeah, so let's move on to the final one, which is the number 1 character I want to see as a special character in DLC before Mortal Kombat 11 stops adding characters, which is... Freddy's. Now, I've already talked about him before, but I would love to just have like a Freddy Fazbear that has like a Golden Freddy suit, a Funtime Freddy suit, like all the different other Freddys, so you only have to add 1 character, or they could even do Freddy, Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica as a 4 trio, kind of like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in Injustice. So I've already talked a lot about why I want Freddy in Mortal Kombat and Fortnite too. I feel like he'd just be so cool. His Fatal Blow and his moves and his fatalities would just be so iconic. And it would be very cool to see if we can get some MK references in the FNAF games, like maybe an MK arcade machine in the background. That'd be super sick. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below which characters you want to see in Combat Pack 3. If I could pick, my 3 special characters would be Freddy, Kintaro, and Chronica. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below your list, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace! Also, sorry this was so long.